Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Know Your Daughter 2 Item series. And in a previous episode we covered Ring of Regen, Sage Mask, Floppy Hat, Wind Blaze, Regular Stick, and Boost Speed. And this episode we'll start talking about Ring of Health to begin with, and then we followed by Voodoo Mask, and Cloak, and maybe Gem of True Sight if possible. So, Ring of Health is an item purchasable at base shop under Miscellaneous, and its recommended heroes list we'll look at along with recent changes. But first, let's look at this card view. It costs 700 gold, sell it is 350 gold. It gives plus 4.5 health regeneration bonus. Not shareable, does not give any usage alert. Now looking into recommended heroes list. Heroes who need to farm continuously against lane harassment often purchase Ring of Health. So heroes such as Anti-Mage, Oscar, Medusa, Link, Phantom Assassin, Spectre, and resident heroes who seek to dominate lane will also do well. Like Axe, Personal Black, Centaur, War Runner, Timbersaw, Primal Blitz. In recent changes, in 7.35 version onwards, it's moved from Secret Shops, base shop under Miscellaneous, no longer builds into falling items, Eternal Shroud, and Hypophasite. In 7.33G version and onwards, reduced health regeneration bonus from 4.75 to 4.5. In 7.33C version and onwards, reduced health regeneration bonus from 5.25 to 4.75. Alright, so this was about Ring of Health. Now let's talk about Voodoo Mask. It's an item purchasable at base shop under Miscellaneous. We'll look at additional information, ability, recommended heroes, and recent changes, but first, let's look at card view. It costs 700 gold, sell gold is 350 gold. Its passive ability is Spell Lifesteal. It gives plus 12% lifesteal. Spell lifesteal on hero at 2.4, plus 2.4% spell lifesteal on crew. It's not shareable, does not give any usage alert, and has been used into Blasto, Dagon, and Revenant's Brooch. So, additional information. Multiple instances of spell lifesteal from same source do not stack, and spell lifesteal from different sources stack additively. Exactly. And it's the spell lifesteal, its passive ability affects health. 12% of spell damage dealt to enemy heroes is returned to casters as health, regardless of spell damage. Lifesteal reduced 2.4% against scripts. Heroes lifesteal 12%, lifesteal 2.4%. Healed from any spell damage. Owner deals against enemy or allied units except from abilities listed here. Let's look at it. So, Earthshakers, Ancient Meltdown, Empower, Clave, Heartstopper Aura, Dispersion, Poison Sting, Time Lapse. Voodoo Switcheroo, Tidebringer, Great Cliff, Moonglaves, False Promise, Sunder, Poison Sting, Death Word, and Damage Return. So, except from those, okay. It does not heal from damage done against buildings, wards, or self. Heals from all 3 damage types after all reduction, and from most instantly killing effects. Okay. Damage done by summons, including wards, do not spell lifesteal. So recommended heroes list. This item is amazing for survival if you're a hero. Its damage output is mostly consists of area of effect or damage over time abilities. So Bristleback, Rushrack, Timbersaw, Venomancer, Viper. Alright. And recent changes increase bonus lifesteal, spell lifesteal from 10% to 2%, 10% or 2%, to 12% to 2.4%. It happened 7.35C versions and onwards. In 7.35 version now builds into Rapid Spurge, we saw that. In 7.33 version now builds into Dragon, we also saw that. Now no longer builds into 12. Alright, so this was about Voodoo Mask. Now let's talk about Cloak. Is an item purchasable at base shop under Miscellaneous. And we'll look at additional information, trivia, and recent changes. But first, let's look at this card view. It costs 800 gold, Salvin is 400. It gives plus 20% magic resistance, not shareable, does not give an usage alert, and it's been used into this recipe: Eternal Shroud, Glimmer's Scrape, Mage Flare, Pipe of Insight. Additional information stacks multiplicatively with other magic resistance sources. Increases most heroes' magic resistance to 40%. Wow. With magic resistance bonus from this source, every 10 points of intelligence further increases total magic resistance by 0.8%. Wow. Trivia: in original Dota, this item was known as Planewalker's Cloak. Before Planewalker's Cloak, this item was named Magus, and before that it was named Magus Cloak. Recent changes, and 7.33 version onwards increased the magic resistance bonus from 15% to 20%, increased gold cost from 500 to 800, now builds into falling items, Eternal Shroud, Pipe of Insight. In 7.28B version, it increased gold cost from 450 to 500, which is now even farther up by 800. And to 800 by 2. 7.28 version now builds into Mage Flare. So this was about Cloak. Now let's talk about Gem of True Sight. It's an item purchasable at base shop under Miscellaneous. We'll look at additional information, abilities, recommended heroes, trivia, gallery, and recent changes. First, let's look at this card view. Cost 900 gold, not sellable. You can have one at a time. And cooldown is 10 minutes. Active is Reveal, passive is True Sight and Everlasting. That does not give any other bonuses. It's partially shareable. It's not destroyable and does not give any usage alert. First, it looks like this. Additional information: Gem of True Sight drops when its wielder dies, unless they have available reincarnation sources. This item cannot be put into backpack. This item can also be used by enemies of Ona. Gem of True Sight does not count toward owner's net worth if it is not run. Does not count towards owner's net. Unlike Divine Rapier, it does not change owner when picked up by someone else, meaning it can only affect buyer's net. Alright, so both Tempest Doubles and Wukong's common soldiers do not copy this item. So that's how you can actually do it. So abilities: reveal targeted area, affects enemies, gives True Sight over 300 radius, revealing words units even in fog of war. Cast range is 300, radius 300, duration 4 seconds, aura lingers for 0.5 seconds, cooldown 12 seconds, cost 0 mana. Exposes enemies within area, revealing them through fog of war, and also provides True Sight over them. Effects are provided by an aura and lingers for 0.5 seconds. Cannot detect units under effect of Shadow Dance, but it can detect units affected by other sources of True Sight immunity. Does not affect invulnerable units for reveal. This visual effect created at targeted area is visible to casting team only. Sound is audible to both sides. True Sight, it's an aura ability, affects enemies, grants ability to see invisible units and words to any allied fish within 900 range of this area. Okay, so radius 900, or 0.5 seconds. Grants unobstructed True Sight within 900 radius, regardless of builder's actual vision. All effects are granted by an aura, and its debuff lingers for 0.5 seconds. True Sight does not work when an item is in inventory of a courier or a spirit bear. Only affects invulnerable units. So True Sight aura affects invulnerable units, but reveal ability does not affect invulnerable units. Now, cannot detect units under following ability effects: Shadow Dance, Death Shroud, Disguise, and Solitary Disguise. Everlasting, its passive ability affects enemies dropped on death and cannot be destroyed. Vision radius is 300. Grants 300 radius flying vision when item is either placed on ground or dropped up on death until it is picked up. Sora Community Heroes list, Night Stalker, Spirit Breaker. So trivia, Wind Ranger response, while having Compass and Rising Gale equipped upon buying Gem of True Sight suggests that Gem of True Sight is slippery, and possibly explaining its nature of dropping up in death. In Dota Dragon's Blood, Gem of True Sight is used as a bargaining tool for Mirana, Invoker, and Terrorblade. Yeah, as that looks. Recent changes. In 7.31 versions and onwards, no longer provides True Sight around drop location for dropping him. Added new reveal ability, active ability has been added. Exposes and grants True Sight over units within targeted area for a short time. Cost 300. Radius duration 2 seconds. Cooldown 12 seconds. Now it creates a temporary aura target that exposes enemies and provides True Sight over them. Wow. The aura's modifus lingers 0.5 seconds. In 7.20 versions only. Now provide 300 radius ground vision and True Sight around location. Now Gem of True Sight is dropped for the last team that dropped it lasts until it picks up. And 7.07 version, 7.00 version onwards, True Sight no longer works in illusions. That's it. There you have it, Alice. This is all about Gem of True Sight. We covered quite a few today, and next episode we will cover Morbid Mask and so on. Until then, be good to yourself and everybody around you, both in game and on game. And last but not least, good game, everybody. Good game.